I wanted to take a moment to share some exciting updates about what's happening at our school, as well as talk about the iReady tests in English and math. These tests are essential to tracking our students' growth and achievement throughout the year. I encourage you to ask your child about their iReady scores and their growth. It's a great opportunity to help them set new goals, stay motivated. Additionally, I recommend taking a close look at the percentile ranking. This gives you a snapshot of how your child is performing compared to other students across the country. Beyond academics, we're thrilled to share some updates on improvements happening around the school. We've already started making some visual enhancements to the playground, and there are even more exciting repairs and updates on the way. The STEM lab is also nearing completion. It's where I'm sitting now, and we can't wait for our students to experience the cutting-edge learning opportunities it will provide. As a family-friendly school, we value the strong partnerships we have with you, and we're so excited to see so many of you at our back-to-school night that was just last night. We invite you to join upcoming school events and encourage you to participate in the PTO. Your involvement is key to maintaining the warm, welcoming environment we pride ourselves on. Finally, we're always here to offer information and support, so please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need assistance. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to seeing you at our next event.
Hey there, for those who may not know me, I'm Ashley, the school counselor here. I've been in this role for a while now, and I have to say there's something really special about the start of the school year. It's like opening a new book, fresh pages, new chapters, and endless possibilities. I've loved getting back into the routine with all the students these last few days. Seeing their faces light up when they walk through the door, whether they're excited or a little nervous, reminds me why I do what I do. Each year is different, and I'm really looking forward to meeting the students where they are and helping them grow throughout the school year. In August, our focus is on Eskimo expectations, which include being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn. These are our guiding principles, and we do a blitz to really drive them home. Now let me share a little story. Last year, I remember walking down the hallway during the first blitz, and I saw a group of first graders having an impromptu discussion about what it means to be respectful on the playground. One of them said, "It's like when you share at recess without being asked." It was a small moment, but it made me realize how these expectations aren't just rules. They're part of how our students learn to care for each other and grow into kind, responsible young people. We teach them to apply these expectations not just in the classroom, but in the cafeteria, hallway, bathroom, and every other common area within the school. As we roll into September, I'll be starting my monthly character education lessons in all the classrooms from kindergarten through 5th grade. We'll also have small groups and one-on-one time with students as needed. These lessons are one of my favorite parts of the job because they're where we really get to dive into what it means to be a good friend and a good student, and overall a good person. Last year, during one of our lessons on kindness, a student shared a story about how they stood up for a friend who was being teased. Hearing things like that just fills my heart. It's a reminder that the work we do together really does make a difference. It's going to be a great year, and I can't wait to build those relationships with the students, our community, and all of you. We're all in this together, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Hello everybody, my name is Susan Aldridge and I'm one of the secretaries in the office at Winslow Elementary. This is my 30th year at Winslow. I spent about 15 years in the library and now I've been in the office these last 15 years. I know a lot of you parents from when you came to Winslow and now you're sending your kids, and so each year I try to make sure that I know all the kids' names, and some of them are really easy because all I have to do is look at them and they look just like you when you came to school. So it's easy to recognize a lot of those kids. Parents, I did want to remind you about attendance and absences here at school for your students. If your child is going to be absent, please call and let the school office know by 9 o'clock in the morning. If we don't hear from you, we're going to be calling you. You'll be getting a phone call, and we're going to be asking where your child is that day. So please remember to do that if your child is absent. If you're not sure about whether you should keep them home, you can always call the school and talk to Nurse Casey, and she can help you out there if you're not sure. If you do go to the doctor, please bring in a doctor slip or have one faxed to the office. This makes absences and tardies excused. If you get 5 unexcused absences, you're going to start receiving letters. So the state allows 10 unexcused absences per school year. We don't want to turn anyone in, so please keep us informed about any absences or tardies, and please get a doctor slip whenever you do go to a doctor's appointment so we can get that marked on Harmony. We do have prearranged absence forms now that we have in the office, and these are intended for unavoidable absences or once-in-a-lifetime experiences. So they're not just for regular family vacations. We really ask you, encourage you to plan your family vacations during one of our many days off times when the school is not in session, and that way you won't be missing any extra school, because instruction missed by students does affect their grades. So if your student has already missed a lot of school and accumulated several days of absences, then these prearranged absences could be denied. So prearranged absences will count towards your student's 10-day limit too, so they will still be unexcused. One other thing that I did want to mention, if you haven't done so already, please complete your Harmony online, all the information through the Harmony Family Access. We have to have all these forms completed, and to get your child completely registered for the school year, they have to be completed. And so this is something you really need to get done if you haven't already. This includes permission to go on field trips, permission to have your child's picture in the dispatch. We have a school page, and there's a lot of other forms on there that we have to have done. So we will be contacting you if you don't get those turned in really soon here. And if you have any questions, feel free to call the office, and we'll help you out any way we can. So we want to thank you, parents, for all your help, and we want to do everything we can to keep our kids in school, learning and having fun every day.
Hi everyone. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Kristen McCandless. I'm the secretary and treasurer here at Winslow. You'll see me anytime you come into the office or hear my voice whenever you call in. Thank you to everyone who has returned their volunteer forms. Our activities are much more successful for our students when we have help from our amazing families. With that being said, you may have noticed that one of our forms was missing in your beginning of year packets that were sent home at the beginning of school. Does anybody know what that is? If you said a background check form, you're absolutely correct. We're gonna do those a little bit different this year. In the past, we have sent them home with all the forms, and then we just had a stack here. However, now we're just gonna send it home to the ones that have sent in the volunteer forms. So if you sent those in, be prepared to see those in the next week or so come home, so you can fill out that background check and be prepared to volunteer. Please send them back right away. All right, some of our save the dates for September are: our second PTO meeting is September 11th at 4 p.m. Fall pictures, bring those picture-ready smiles, is September 24th. Helpful tips for coming into the office. 1, if you're picking up a student for a doctor's appointment, please call ahead or send a note so we can have your child ready to go. 2, if you press the button on the front door, you'll hear a beeping sound. Go ahead and pull on that first door. It doesn't always turn green. I hope everyone continues to have a great school year, and we'll see you next month.
I'm Paul Baston, aka Officer Paul. I'm the school resource officer here at Winslow Elementary. My primary objective is the safety and security of your children each and every day while in attendance here at school. I would like to take a few moments to briefly go over our reunification site procedures. Our reunification site is located at 207 East Lafayette Street here in Winslow, formerly known as the Gathering Place, currently known as the Freedom and Fire Church. In the event we would have to evacuate our building, The teachers will escort the children to the reunification site, at which time parents will be notified with information and directives on how to retrieve their children. If you have any further questions as to our reunification site procedures or any safety questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time.
Hello, I am Mrs. Salee, the reading coach at Winslow Elementary School. With support from the Indiana Department of Education Literacy Cadre, I am able to spend a lot of time in the K-3 classrooms, but also some time in the 4th and 5th grade classrooms at Winslow Elementary School, planning with teachers and co-teaching science of reading-based lessons. When I'm in the classrooms, I work with the teachers to deliver lessons based on the science of reading. The science of reading has developed over the years and is defined by the state of Indiana as a body of research from various fields that explains how people learn to read and how to best teach reading. The teachers at Winslow Elementary School embrace the science of reading and work very hard to ensure your students receive a wonderful experience in learning to read and to develop crucial skills for success. Our principal, Mr. Meyer, along with the teachers, make decisions based on data collected from student performance to target areas that can be focused on to improve learning outcomes. This school year, students and teachers will be focusing on inserting writing skills into all areas of learning. By placing this focus on writing, the students at Winslow Elementary School, coupled with the other skills they've learned, will excel in reading. The current research proves that by improving writing skills, students also increase reading comprehension skills, as well as develop other skills crucial for student success. Please encourage your child to practice writing at home and foster their love for learning. Feel free to reach out to me at Winslow Elementary School if you have any questions or if you would like additional resource for your student.
Hi, I'm Casey Farmer and I am the school nurse. How hard is it to get kids to bed to be ready for school the next day? It is so hard, but it is also so important. The American Academy of Sleep Medicine recommends that elementary students get 9 to 12 hours of sleep per 24 hours. That may seem like a lot, but it is so important for their brains to function. My suggestion is to have a bedtime routine. Bedtime routines are calming. These routines help our bodies get ready for sleep. Doing the same things in the same order each night lets our bodies know that sleep is coming. An example of a bedtime routine is snack, bath, brush teeth, bedtime story, hugs, then lights out. Doing the bedtime routine in dim lighting will stimulate melatonin production that helps our bodies sleep. This is also a reason that TV before bed is not good, because it stimulates their brains and causes them to stay awake. Start a bedtime routine and I know we as parents will get more sleep, as well as our students being more ready to learn the next day too. I as a parent need to do this as well because my kids watch TV before bed and have a hard time getting to sleep. So I'm gonna work on it in September and I hope you do too.